Do 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 do.
Ooh, should I top my beer up?
Shit.
I know. Hang on, let me. Fuck it. Here we go. On my way.
Oh, it's 4 o'clock somewhere.
Ooh,
4 o'clock somewhere.
Happy? Got your beer sorted?
mate, I swore black and blue I wasn't going to drink today, and I'm one big ass glass down. Cheers.
Cheers, mate. We are
Cheers.
recording at 11:20 currently. It's 4 o'clock somewhere, but
4 o'clock
yeah,
somewhere.
I'm not going to go too hard on the beers today.
No. I want to get fit and healthy. That's my mantra.
I'm being real good at the moment. I've been keeping off the drinks as much as I can. Gone on a bit of a health kick.
Well, you've been counting your steps too, haven't you?
Yeah, looking 15,000 steps a day. And
Yeah. How do you?
Yeah.
I don't get all that. I mean, you're running on an app, obviously. So
No, it's easy. You just walk in 1, 2.
But don't
three,
you got to burn calories too? So it sort of tells you how many steps you need to
Yeah,
take
yeah,
to burn a
mate.
certain amount of calories. Is that how it works?
Do you not have any of these watches?
My
Apple Watch will
wife,
tell you everything.
my wife bought me a brand new Apple Watch. Within the first couple of weeks, somehow I broke the screen, and I've never fixed it. It just sits at home.
No, they're handy. Anyway, welcome to another episode of 4 o'clock somewhere. Shout out to fan of the week, Corey Hillier.
Corey Hillier.
Cheers to you, mate. You've been around since day one also. We notice you guys. Trust me. If you've been around a while, we notice you guys. You're always commenting, mate. Appreciation out to you. Cheers for your support. Cheers to you, mate.
Cheers to you, Corey.
All right, we got a good one in store today. But first, let's mate, it's fast approaching. The Jake Paul, Mike Tyson fight. It's coming up November 15, 1 month exactly today.
Well, let's just outline what it is. I mean,
It's a boxing match.
Yeah, it's a
between-
boxing match. That's right. But like the official rules of it. First of all, the promoter is
Jake Paul.
Eddie Hearn.
Okay.
Eddie Hearn, probably in assistance with Jake Paul, but it's a sanctioned fight, right? So obviously, it's approved by the Texas Department of Licensing and Regulation. It's
I don't think anyone cares, mate. They just want to watch people punch on.
Yeah, but it's 8 2-minute rounds instead of 3 minutes. So that means that to me, Tyson can go hard, real quick, real early. Yeah, I mean, yeah, sure, he's 80, but still, he's got some kick, man. Have you seen him train and work out? It's quite scary.
Yes. Are you talking about just the one clip that everyone's seen?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, see, that was that was from years ago, right?
Oh, was it?
Years ago.
There you go. I still think he's got it.
It's funny, everyone's been like, oh, mate, Tyson still got it. Just after one 10-second clip that's done the round.
It's funny you say it because I saw another clip and he was sparring outside and he was moving slower.
Yeah.
That makes sense to
What
me.
did you see his last fight? Well, it was a few years ago now, but his last fight, who fought?
Kevin McBride.
Roy Jones Jr.
Yes, I did see that fight. They both looked fat and out of shape.
Yeah.
There was oh, look, Roy Jones, it's kind of sad.
It was good to watch, but it wasn't an exciting boxing match. But
I'm a huge boxing fan, don't get me wrong. But and I get the fact that, some of them are in financial hardship and, I'm all for them making money, but it's a shame for us as the fan because I want to remember Mike the way that he was. He was a killer and he was a guy not to be messed with, And same with Roy Jones Jr. He was truly one of the most dynamic fighters you'll ever see. And then he comes back on and continue his fighting career. You can see he's a little bit punch drunk too. He's not. He's just talking a little bit different, and it was a shame, but good on him. Making some money and
it's still good to watch him. Don't get me wrong. But I don't think Tyson. Unpopular opinion. I don't know. It's pretty split.
Well,
see, there's arguments for both sides. Some people are like, nah, Tyson. There's not a chance Jake Paul can beat Tyson. I'm like, he's old, and then so I can't believe how split it is. I wouldn't think Tyson's got a chance.
Well, let me ask you this though. Before we sort of get into the fight itself, I'd like to know your opinion on Jake Paul, the content creator, the promoter, the troller, the marketing genius.
Yeah.
I mean, you'd certainly understand this better than me. What are your thoughts of him, even before he steps in the ring? How do you think he's handling this?
Handling this
the marketing of it?
He's probably one of the best marketers in the world. Love him or hate him, trust me, that's by no pure coincidence either. He knows what he's doing. He knows how to get attention. He knows how to stir up a storm online, and he does it every single time. People fall for it. He creates his haters, and guess what? It's that fuels everything that he can do with his marketing. So he's an absolute genius. Takes a strong-headed person to be able to do that. I've got nothing but respect for Jake. And look,
Didn't you say he's put more money on the table or something?
yeah. Well, the latest headlines was if Mike Tyson can last more than 4 rounds, he'll give him $5 million. So, but yeah, just another, like, you put a headline like that out, and man,
How much he's making?
it causes a storm online.
Yeah.
He knows what he's doing.
He's making
He's
what?
very smart dude, and he's actually a good boxer. Like, I don't care what you say. He's actually a good boxer.
I think everybody now agrees that he is a good fighter. You know,
Yeah. Oh, you'd be surprised. Many people. He just doesn't fight real boxers. Blah, blah. It's like, well, he has, and you can see it. He is a good boxer now.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they had argument in the early days, but I think he's proven himself, and I think he deserves to be in there. And more importantly, it's there's a lot of entertainment surrounding this. It's not so much.
Well, I think it's always been the stigma, and Jake knows this very well. Everyone wants to see Jake get knocked out.
Yeah.
Everyone just wants to see one of the Paul brothers get knocked out.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, like they say, you know, if
But they're capitalising
If
on
the
that.
crowd completely loves you, you're doing something right. If the crowd completely hates you, you're doing something right. But
Exactly.
if the crowd have no opinion and don't care either way, you might want to think about what you're doing.
Yeah, and trust me, you've got to be strong-headed to be able to cop that sort of heat forever.
Oh,
but he does, and he's good at it, and he knows exactly what works and how to generate attention and how to make money. He's worth what? He's worth like $80 million now.
Yeah, he's up there. And what is he making? $40 million on this fight.
Yeah.
But you've got you have the two of the very best influencers, content creators in terms of marketing anything with his brother as well. And when you watch his brother Logan, he's brilliant at what he does as well in trying to stir this hornet's nest. You know, he gives and he takes. Let's face it. I think behind closed doors, Tyson is great mates with them, and that's just how it works. But
100%, yeah.
But I just hope at some point that we see Mike
Jake get knocked out.
Well, I used to really want him again to get a hammering. I would love to see that. I absolutely would.
That's what everyone's paying for.
But I would, more importantly, I'd love to see Mike flip out. Like something that's just going to reignite that animal that we haven't seen in many, many years.
The dog.
Where he just gets in there and just tears his ass apart.
Bring back Iron Mike.
Yeah.
But no, I'm looking forward to the fight, and it's on Netflix too. How's this first like big boxing match? That's not a pay-per-view. If you got Netflix, well, I guess you got to pay for Netflix, but that's not a pay-per-view. Like, you got Netflix, you can watch it. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's catering to everybody.
So yeah, like I said, love them or hate them. There's a lot about the Paul brothers you can dislike and not agree on a lot of stuff, and I'm the same. But yeah, I've got nothing but respect for what they've done marketing wise. Two of the smartest minds in marketing for sure.
Yeah. Have you at any point in your early travels, crossed their paths or?
No, I haven't met Jake or Logan before. No.
What are you doing wrong?
Not boxing.
Did you?
Yeah, need to get into boxing.
You better lift your game there, champion. Yeah. No, I am looking forward to it. We need to work out where we're going to be watching that fight. Originally it was scheduled for a date that's since passed. Like, what happened? Why didn't they fight? Are they drawing this out purely because of?
I don't know. I read something yesterday. I don't know what the official reason was, but I heard something yesterday. It was to do with someone's diet. Let's look it up real quick. The whole event was called off when Tyson revealed he'd been suffering issues from an ulcer flare-up, which meant he wasn't able to train. I read something yesterday that he said it was, and it was something to do with his diet.
Right.
So obviously some ulcer, and
you can see that
couldn't
why
train.
it's hard for us to believe any of that rubbish. Do you know what I mean? Like,
It could very well have all been planned as part of the story.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure he's admitted in the
More
past.
headlines. Yeah.
I know he was younger when he did this, but he fought under much worse conditions, and
to be fair, he's like pushing 60. If he's going to fight, you'd want him to be feeling like he's ready to fight. You know?
Yeah. But this just seems like it's been dragging
60
out for so long.
I swear he's been.
I think he's 58, isn't he?
I swear he's been basically 60 for the last year that they've been talking about this
Let me
fight.
just check. Yeah, he's 58 years of age. He still looks great. He's like his titties aren't sagging or anything crazy. And certainly from what I've seen, mate, he still packs a punch. So
Yeah. No, should be exciting, eh? I'm pretty pretty keen for that one.
Is it Jake or is it Logan that's just recently married? That's Logan, his brother, isn't it?
Logan, he hasn't married yet. Just had a baby though.
Just had a baby.
Yeah, just had a baby. That was a controversial relationship in itself.
Yes.
Why? I don't want to. Well,
Because she got around beforehand?
yeah, she was like apparently the Hollywood sort of get around, I guess you could call it.
Yeah. The Hollywood, what?
The get around.
Oh, the get around. Oh, yeah.
But no, look, I'm not going to go disrespecting people for that I don't know. So no, I'm not going to comment on any of that.
No, I can't see that she's done anything that no normal person wouldn't normally do. Hang on, did that make sense? I don't. She's just living a life. That's probably the best way to put it. She's just having a great time. I love it. I think she's absolutely stunning. She's an amazing athlete under herself, right? So, no, good on you, Logan. Why are we even talking about Logan?
Because
they've had a child. What they call that baby? Do you know?
Oh shit!
Anyway.
I don't know.
I'm just sending you back.
Congrats, Logan. Congrats.
Yeah, congrats.
Nina, is it Nina? Yeah.
Well, first of all, the question is she going to breastfeed? And second of all, is she going to breastfeed in public?
No. And I know why you're asking that.
What's the verdict?
Yeah.
Because the question of the week this week, we've only put it up a few hours ago, but it's already causing a stir. We're talking about boobies, beers, and the boys today. We're talking about breastfeeding and breastfeeding in public, to be more specific. Before we go any further, I'd like to thank the sponsor to this podcast, Monkey Tree Brewing. As usual, mate, we are drinking the finest of finest beers here on the podcast. I've got the lager, you've got the pale ale.
Yes. And just a reminder too, there's keg hire, there is party beer fridge hire, there's also mobile bar hire. They do everything. Lagers, pale ales, stouts, ciders, spirits, the whole lot.
One of the biggest ranges of beers in the country, and you can have your very own tap in your house. Ice cold beer on the go, anytime, every day.
Not even $3 a schooner.
But mainly at 4 o'clock. Let's get back to it. Is it okay? Yeah. And is there any etiquette around it? Is there any do's, any don'ts? What's the go here? See, because this topic is one that's been stirred up for, it just causes a stir. And you know what's funny? Like, I don't see how that would have ever started. I know there's very few, very, 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 very few minority of people that would have a problem with it. But I've never met one person in my life that thinks, oh, you can't breastfeed your kid in public.
Yeah, I think there are people out there that do have problems with it.
That's what I'm saying. There's going to be people that have problems with everything. But I think this one is like such a crazy tiny minority. And it's just been brought into... How's this such a big topic?
Yeah, I don't know. It's stirred up over the years for one reason or another. I can't help but think that. Well, first of all, my opinion on it is that
they shouldn't be doing it. Go to the bloody button.
Yeah. What are you doing? No, I think it's ridiculous. I think a lady can breastfeed a child wherever she is, whenever she wants to do it. It is completely up to her. The baby has to eat, right? Yeah. So I've got no problem with that. But there have been videos, of course, and blow-ups of people in public places.
Is there any?
That it's not right.
Do you think there's any etiquette? Is there any way that you're not being private enough, or what's the go? Should you try to be private?
I think if you're going to do it and you're being hassled or heckled by somebody, just pull out your other tit so it takes the focus off the baby breastfeeding. So do you know what I mean? Like divert the attention. I think that's what you should do.
No, I agree. I don't think there is any problem with breastfeeding in public. I think, like you said, the baby's got to eat. But I think where there becomes a line in the sand is when people are posting videos and photos of it. Because you can't say that's still about the baby feeding.
Yeah.
Now it's about getting attention.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
So posting photos and videos. What do you reckon on that?
No, I think, look, first of all, I have never seen a lady be disrespectful or do it in a silly way. And even if she wants to pull the majority of her boob out, that's her choice. She can do that. You don't have to, you can look away. You can choose to look away. I think at the end of the day, to me, it's the same as what we have. We all have breasts. Theirs are just a little bit bigger. I have absolutely no issue with it, and power to the woman, period. But when it comes to a woman taking photos of herself and promoting it online, I guess that's less accepted because you have to ask yourself the reasons why are they even doing it.
Yeah, I'm not even talking about whether it's accept it or not. And to be honest, I don't really care if they do that either. However, if you're going to have the argument that, oh, how dare you look at me or frown upon me for breastfeeding in public, this is about the kid, this is not about me, then I think the flip side of that is if you're posting it online, then you're making it about you.
But at the same time too, though, I mean, what's a woman meant to do if she's talking about something that she aligns with in relation to their child? Why is it not okay that she can post a photo?
I'm not saying it's not okay.
Yeah.
I just don't think you can have the same argument. If you don't want... And here's the thing. So what about you're walking past, you see someone breastfeeding. Do you feel obliged to just look away? Or can you just carry on?
It doesn't
if they're in line of sight.
Well, it doesn't even bother me. Like
I'm not asking if it bothers you.
Yeah.
I'm asking, do you feel obliged? Do you feel like they would want you to look away?
Look, if they're walking out in public, I don't think they care one way or the other. And
so it's okay to look at them breastfeeding?
I get a feeling, I get a warm feeling. When I see it, I'm like, good on you. Yeah. So that's that.
So are you standing there staring at people breastfeeding?
Well, I wouldn't say I stare, but I.
You just try to get a glance of a nip and then keep on your way, yeah?
Well, if she might have really
just a little glance at the nip.
Well, if the areolas are that large that they're bigger than the circumference of the baby's head, how can you miss it? You know, especially if she's a Polynesian lady and it's really sorry.
How many seconds can you look before you're a pervert?
I think 3 seconds and follow it up.
3 second rule?
No, 3 seconds and follow it up with a smile. If you follow it up with anything,
ooh,
yeah.
Well, if you could look creepy if you.
Well, it'd look creepier if you went 3 seconds and bit your lip. You know what I mean?
So.
Oh, yeah, fuck, that's about as creepy as I've ever seen. No, I think you've got about 3 seconds to go acknowledge. Okay, I see you. You see me. And then quick smile. Don't bite the lip. Don't panic and get nervous and look up.
I don't know about the smile.
No. Some guys will panic in that moment, even though they're fine with it, but they'll panic and they'll look up and look maybe scratch their bum hole or something like that. Just don't do anything weird. Just acknowledge the lady. Maybe you nod her the head, you know. Good on you, love. Good on you, love. That's what I would say. Get in. Go for it.
But where did this whole argument start, do you reckon? Because like I said, I've not met anyone in my life that would have a problem with this, but it's such a crazy topic where apparently us men are like all frowning upon women breastfeeding. Is this the feminist movement thing? They've just brought up some sort of shit that doesn't even exist?
Well, it could be.
Apart from the tiny minority?
Yeah, it could be. I don't think it's that far different from, say, the trans movement, which I believe is a very, very small amount of people that care about it. But it just seems to be thrust in the public eye for some reason. Once upon a time, it was always there, but it's in your bedroom. It's fine. Do what you want to do. Now they want all these rights and want to do this, that, and the other. But it's not such a big deal. You know, it really isn't. Everyone accepts people for who they are.
I honestly don't get how this is actually a big deal.
I think that's the same for breastfeeding. I don't think it's an issue for the majority of people. And for those that do have a problem with it, I think they need to sort of look inside themselves and maybe go to some sort of a class that's going to allow them to see a breast and not be panicked by it.
So you're looking at the breast? Or are you just like so you're purposely looking for the breast?
Well, if I'm looking at the head and the breast, they're kind of joined. You can't. And then when the baby turns, you know, sometimes they turn.
I'm going to stop talking. I don't want to dig you too deep a grave.
You know how when they turn, well, there's going to be breast there. It's okay. It's just skin.
And then you just find the breast 3, 2.
Oh, that's the look you don't do.
Well, I just smiled.
No. That's kind of creepy. Just this one. Just this one. 1, 2, 3. Something like that. Do you know what I mean? Something like that.
I think you got to cut the smile. I think you got to cut your 3 second counting. I think you just go by your usual day.
Cry. 1, 2, 3. Is that better? Would that work better?
You might get offered a boob. I'm hungry.
Oh,
all right. Well, we did put it to the audience. To you guys out there, and we've got plenty of responses already. Oh, there's some angry responses. Nathaniel Lee Graham had an angry face to this question. What? Why?
Yeah, because we're having a conversation. No, he's angry at the people that are judging women breastfeeding in public. Yeah, I get that.
All right, well, let's have a look at what the people are... What's the verdict, eh? What are the people saying? Tara McDonald. Yes, it's okay. Keep it classy. Just drape a receiving blanket over yourself and the baby to offer a bit of modesty. If you're going to be loud and proud about it, then you're just attention-seeking... And then you're just seeking attention and turning it into more of a show than it needs to be. Okay, so the baby blanket?
Yeah,
that's fair?
Yes, well, obviously we've been there 4 times with children, my wife and I, and Danny was all about the blanket. But I think there's clothing that they can buy if they want to be very, very discreet. It just covers the nipple. You wouldn't even know that the child is breastfeeding. But I don't think a mum has to do that. That stuff isn't cheap to buy. Just get a blanket. Good point. Who's that? Tara McDonald.
Tara McDonald. Thank you, Tara. Dan Young. If they don't want guys watching them breastfeed, just whip out the other one in the open and they won't notice.
There you go, Dan.
That's where you got that one from, mate.
He's under my level of thinking. Good on you, Dan.
Natasha Elliott. Personally, I don't feel comfortable with people gawking at my boobs, so I cover that crap up. What's gawking mean?
Gawking. What is gawking? Gawking is having a good gawk.
I think it's about staring for 3 seconds then smiling. I reckon that's a gawk.
Gawking is staring for more than 3 seconds. That's a 10-second stare and a creepy
smile.
Yeah.
My definition for gawking: 3-second look and smile.
Yeah.
You fucking gawker. Actually, we've got to stop swearing.
Yeah, we'll take
We're
that
getting
out.
demonetized for the swearing, apparently.
Take that out.
YouTube's starting to attack us. YouTube is starting to attack us, people.
Just go back one. Go up. The big one. Who's that? Angela Sullivan. I'm not a mum. I'm also not a pearl clutcher. What's a pearl clutcher?
Someone that clutches pearls.
Yeah, that's what I thought. She's a diver. She obviously dives. Anyway, I'll finish reading. I say live and let live. None of my business side doesn't affect my life at all. It's also the adults that sexualise breasts. Titties have fed babies forever. It's what that part of the body is meant to do. There are worse things in the world going on. I'll also add it was me. I personally would like privacy, but it is not my place to speak about what another woman feels comfortable doing. I think all humans, men and women, should be allowed to be topless in public when we're hot. So men have boobs, ladies have boobs. Get them out there.
All I got
loud
from that,
and proud.
all I got from all of that, I think men and women should be allowed topless in public when we're hot. I'm all for it.
All boobs matter.
What do you think? Guys are complaining. What's with that as well? When girls complain that, how come guys are allowed to go topless but we're not?
Yeah.
So do it. I'm not stopping you.
No.
I'd prefer it.
Yeah, no.
I'm all for it.
We support freedom of choice.
Get your tops off, girls. All boobs matter. I agree.
Yeah. Okay, I'm done. Good on you, Angela.
Thanks, Angela. Jane Ilsey. I remember in the late 80s being told I should take baby into toilet and feed it. We were covered and I said, how about you take your meal into the toilet and eat it? I did get quite a few claps for standing up and feeding my child. Okay, so she has been on the receiving end of this. Actually, who else out there has copped something from this? Can you leave your stories down below? Because I think it's, yes, like I said, there's obviously some. Well, I don't think it's a general consensus at all.
No, but she remembers in the late 80s. So this is well before social media and everything like that. No, I think there would have been a lot more judgment going on about it then. Absolutely. And everyone was a little bit more old-fashioned. Everyone obviously now is a lot more worldly, open to just crazy, crazy things. And I'm not talking about breastfeeding being crazy, but open to anything. Everyone's more liberal now. But that's interesting. That makes sense back in the 80s, yeah.
Jeffrey Bedford. Depends on if they let you watch. Why not? There's nothing discussing about it.
Okay, well, let me ask you this question. If you were looking at a lady for 3 seconds and at 2 seconds she looks back at you and she goes, would you continue to watch? Would you look away just out of fear?
I don't think that scenario is ever going to happen where she's going to go,
It happened in Grown Ups, the movie, Adam Sandler. So it happens.
What's that scene? How old is your kid? 48 months? Movies aren't reality. I hate to break it to you, mate.
A 4-year-old child.
Benjamin Hardy, absolutely okay. Just throw a light blanket over the top to cover up if you feel the need. As for the too old part, I'd say, because we had a second part of this question too.
Yes.
How old is too old for someone to be breastfeeding?
I think this is the contentious part. Not so. My opinion is not so much the breastfeeding in public. It's more so at what age is too old.
When the kid's running out of the playground.
Yeah, if the kid can say a full sentence like, "Hey, mum, I need your tit, I need your breasts," No, okay. If the kid's old enough to run out of the playground and run up to mum and go, "Hey, mum, quickly, I need a titty," there's a good chance that child might be too old. But then again, who are we to judge? Can I tell you? I know a lot of people have a problem if a child's 4 or 5, but it's like, well, if that's what mum wants to do and the child's fine with it, they'll grow out of it when they grow out of it. I don't think I've ever seen a 5-year-old, but.
I think it exists, but maybe up to, I reckon 2.5, maybe up to there.
Well,
see, Harmony is 3.5. I could not imagine her needing it now. So no, I would even say 2.
Yeah, well, it's up to the mum, I guess, at that point. I think it's more of a mum issue, wanting to separate from the child, because at 2.5 or whatever age they want to do it, you just wean them off and get them onto bottles.
How old were yours?
Oh, probably
5.
2. Well, 28. My son's still going, but apart from that, I don't know, 2. But that's mum's choice.
Terry McDonald again said anything over 1 year of age. So she reckons first year. Well, that could be early. No, I sort of agree. See, we didn't. Cassie, we bottle fed, so we wouldn't actually know. But I think we did the bottle up to maybe 1.5 years.
But what bottle fed as from what age?
From day dot.
Really?
Yeah.
Why? Because Cassie wasn't making enough milk?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's fine.
So she was, literally not producing enough. So it was a constant thing. And so it was just easier.
Mate, with the milk they make these days, it's nutrients. But I would always hope that, the child would get the first 6 months in because of the nutrients that are in mum's milk. But it's not always possible. And it is what it is.
And I think we stopped the bottle. 1.5 years, max 2, I'd say.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, we would have too. Yeah, Danny did too. But again, it's probably more of a separation issue for the mum if they're still feeding on a bottle over 2 years of age.
Jim Mays just allow us guys to watch unobstructed. Oh, there's 7 replies on this. What do we got?
Jim.
Renee Castle, you perverted pig.
Oh, there's an argument.
It's gotten heated.
Okay, open it up. Let's see this.
What do you say? Just allow us guys to watch on. Renee, he's just having a laugh. He's just having a laugh. That's all right. The Karens emerge. Oh. Well, what do you expect when a woman whips out her titty to feed the baby? Of course, gonna have men's too. Just go and watch some. Oh man, this got heated. Settle down, guys. I feel like the parenting guys. Just calm down.
Who actually gets?
I think he said. I'm pretty sure he said that jokingly. Just allow us guys to watch unobstructed with a laughy. Yeah,
he was.
No, this is escalated out of nowhere.
Yeah, no, he's just joking. Renee, he's only kidding.
But my question is, if this isn't a disgusting thing to do out in public, then why is it disgusting to look? Is it so? It's disgusting to look.
I don't think it is, and I don't think. I think most blokes believe it's
no. But what I'm saying is, she's saying you perverted pig.
Yes.
But on the flip side, it's not. It's totally fine to do it. It's not disgusting at all out in public. So I'm not saying I look at everyone, but does that make it a non-disgusting thing to look at then? Why has it become a perverted thing?
Oh, man. Look, I think it's...
What if we're not sexualizing boobies? I don't think boobies are sexy.
If you can...
Okay, I think I just answered my own question.
Yeah, I think you might have. I think
it.
if you can look at it and just look at it non-threatening...
For 3 seconds, then smile? Give it a gawk, mate.
If it's non-threatening, you might get 10 seconds. Who knows?
This goes back to posting this stuff online, and I know most people don't, but there's a lot that will post it online, etc. Then it's like, well, you're posting for everyone to look at. And this, and I'm more leaning towards, this happens a lot. So you see a lot of, what's his name? Joey Swole. Have you seen him on Instagram?
No.
How he just calls out, so you know how there's always these... girls in the gym that post exposing this man glanced at me for a second.
Yeah.
Like in the video, in the background,
for
their
sure.
eyes cross paths for literally half a second and they're trying to expose them and do something online.
Well, I have seen them. You know where I see a lot of those videos are girls in gyms trying to catch men out perving on them, but the blokes are like, I'm just having a workout. And whether it's for clickbait or for whatever it is, it's just not the case. And I guess it is for breastfeeding as well.
Yeah, but those girls in the gym catching these guys glancing, I can guarantee you every single one of them, if you click on their Instagram, they're doing squats with the camera pointing up into their intestines.
Yeah.
Like
I mean, not all guys.
You're
go into
posting for people to see exactly that, but you're going to try catch out people for a half a second glance.
Yeah, not all guys are in there to have perf. Some blokes are in there to train and get fit as well. But I think the media must wear some responsibility as well, because most of this breastfeeding negativity in public, or breastfeeding in public negativity, I should say, is brought about by a lot of the mainstream news. And they have these articles on them and then interview the mum and interview the dad and make this big hoorah over something that probably wasn't even happening in the first place.
Yeah. That's the thing. Yeah. Tammy Mackay, we eat in public when we are hungry, so why shouldn't babies?
Yeah, well said, Tammy.
Peter Ackling, effing oath, it's okay. Anyone who has a problem with it is a F stain. Yep, I agree. I'm not going to say the words because we keep getting demonetized on YouTube.
For sure.
Because we're reading your guys' comments out. Stephen Perella, I remember a couple of years ago when your wife was breastfeeding Tony. She would do it anywhere, anytime, and the awkward stares she would get from me and all the boys.
Well, first of all, that's true. Yeah, my wife would just pull it out. And the other thing is, Steve's quite creepy.
No, he's not. Steve, don't listen to Tony. Steve,
Who is?
you're not staring. You're not being creepy. You're gawking.
No.
And you've got 3 seconds to gawk before any judgment's passed. Throw it off with a smile at the end.
No, Steve.
End it off with a smile at the end and you'll be right, mate. Don't ignore him.
Exactly. Steve knows what he's doing. He knows how long he can stare, and then he tells a wonderful joke at the end of it and gets out.
It's not staring, Tony. It's gawking. Anything after
gawk.
4 seconds and up is staring. Gawking is fine. Tracy Inglis. Okay, should breastfeed take place in Parliament or work meetings during important decisions or debates?
Yes, I think it has already. I think there was a politician that breastfed in cabinet to prove a point.
Yeah, right.
Prove a point. So, yeah, of course it should. Why
To
not?
prove a point. Okay, so it's not about the child feeding. They're doing it for external reasons, which I don't agree with.
Yeah, no, obviously she
Prove
was.
what point?
Yeah, well, to
That she can breastfeed whenever she wants, that no one gives a shit about anyway?
I believe more so to set an example in that we're women, we can do it anywhere, anytime because we need to feed the baby.
Yeah, but that's the thing. I don't think anyone actually cares. She's prove a point that no one actually, the 5 people that do care in the world.
Oh, yeah, no,
Yeah,
I get
see.
it. I get it. Yeah.
That's what I mean. This stuff comes from nothing. And now there's people proving a point in Parliament.
Yes.
No, it's bullshit. Anyway, that pissed me off.
That could be a beef.
How old is too old? Shirley Wilson. If they can say, I want a boob in a sentence, then I'd say to stop. Yes, I breastfed till 6 months.
Oh, there you go. 6 months.
Yeah.
Yeah, she got the better part in.
Your kids were saying at 7 months old that they want a boob?
Yeah.
Smart kids, man.
Now talking early.
Natasha Elliott, when they start laughing at the sight of them. When they start laughing at this, that's not nice. Mickey CH. Jashan, I think you're too old for Cassie to be breastfeeding you. Good try, though.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, you got to shoot your shot, you know. Shoot your shot and let her shoot hers. Anyway.
Shoot your shot.
Rose Watson. Well, why is everyone aiming at me?
Because you deserve it.
How am I the creepy one in all of this?
Because you're the gawker. You're the epitome of gawking, my friend. Spazzy McSpaz. If the kid is getting a milk mustache and the real one, then they may be too old. There you go. Well said, Spazzy.
That's good. I like that.
I have a question to ask you, and there's a reason why I'm asking this question.
Oh.
Breast milk. Have you ever tasted it?
I knew-
Have you ever?
As soon as you said breast milk and did the just the look away,
the 3 second
I
look
knew
by the
you were
lip.
gonna ask
Now,
that.
have you ever tasted it? Have you ever been on the level of a baby as to why they love it so much?
Yes, I have, and it wasn't Cassie.
Oh no! Oh god!
No.
Are you sure we can talk about this?
So I was in my 20s. Had a good cup of it.
A cup.
No, not a full cup. Okay, I got to tell the story.
Yeah.
So I was living with my mate, and it's actually the mate, the copper we had on the phone a couple of weeks ago. We used to live together, and he had his first kid while we were living together. And yeah, one day I got home from work. I got home from work and sat down to watch some TV, and he asked me, I'm making a coffee. Do you want one? And I was just like, this guy has never in his life asked if I wanted a coffee. I'm like, wow, that's something different. Like, he's just asked if I want a coffee. Wow, we're like bonding right now. This is cool. Yeah, mate, I'll have a coffee.
Did you rate?
Little did I know there was a stitch up involved here. So you know where I'm going.
I
So
think I know.
he makes his coffee, and instead of putting the old A2 cow milk in there.
Yeah.
Bit of his missus' bottle of breast milk.
Yeah.
Made my cup of coffee with some booby milk.
And
I started drinking it, and yeah, I noticed something was different. I didn't know if he had a different kind of coffee or put some sort of sweetener or something in it. And I was about halfway through, maybe 3/4 through, and he asks me, "So how was the coffee?" I'm like, oh, as soon as he asked that, I'm like, "You never ask someone how was your coffee?" And I was just like, "Oh, yeah, it was pretty good. Like, did you put something in it, like sweetener or something?" And he just burst out laughing, and he's like, "That was Daddy's breast milk."
Yeah. I think most blokes have tasted it one way or another.
Yeah.
I mean, I tasted it. My way of tasting was just a little bit different to yours. It was
The full experience.
It was a full experience. Yeah. We were
The natural experience.
Yeah, I think it was
straight from the
straight from the udder. Yeah, our Tiger was only a year old. It was all dark, and I could feel it going on, right? And so
Feel what going on?
just wetness.
Oh, like lactating.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I thought, oh shit! I turned on the lamp, and we had a bit of a laugh about it, and we kept going. And it was like being in a Star Wars movie while they're having that laser, when they pew, 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 pew across each other. No one ever gets killed, but there's just a lot of cross lasering going on. And I got a taste of it, and it was a little bit sweet. I just remember it not bothering me. It's funny. You're either a boobs man or you're a bum man.
I don't actually know. I think I go through stages.
You would know.
No, I think I go through stages.
Oh, yeah?
Like sometimes I really appreciate a good set.
Oh, no. We all appreciate good breasts. I get that.
But that's what I mean.
That doesn't mean you're a boob man or a bum. What would you prefer? A woman with no boobs and great legs and bum, or the most amazing looking breasts and who cares about the legs? Whatever, chicken legs.
I think boobs, eh?
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Why?
Why do you want an ass?
Well, I just need to know.
Well, I don't know.
Was it an experience that you had, or it's just the thing to do?
Just easy to get 3 seconds of gawking at.
Oh no, mate! I've always been a bum and legs man. In fact, I've dated.
But see, this is the thing. Like I said, I'm definitely both.
No, I'm no. Well, I'll tell you why I'm a legs and bum man, and I have dated ladies with absolutely no breasts. It didn't bother me at all, because to me, to have great legs and a tight little bum, you can't. Generally, it's not genetic. Well, it can be, but you have to do some sort of physical activity. Calf muscles are some of the hardest muscles to develop, and they've got great legs.
But I don't think that's answer. I think that's talking about you like someone that takes care of themselves. So, but if we're talking natural boob or bum, which is it?
Natural bum.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you love these fucking big Brazil? What do you call
great
them? BBLs?
Hamstrings. I like great hamstrings. That
No, we're
lead
talking
into
about
muscle.
bums. Like
Yeah,
BBLs?
It's all kind of connected.
How big a booty do you like?
Not big, but
Like-
just athletic.
You like the Kim Kardashian? Rate her bum. Who's got the best bum?
Oh no, I'll tell you the ladies in my world that I look toward, and that's athletes. I love that athletic, like pole vaulters or sprinters.
Which celebrity has the best?
Oh,
I want to get a visualization, and we'll pull up a photo.
yeah.
Name it.
Kate Beckinsale. She's up there.
This is so creepy that we're doing this.
Yeah.
But no, I've got to see what you're into here.
Got this one. Oh,
There we go.
who's that? Kate. Oh, hang on.
First, yeah. Okay, so you're the one on the left.
Oh,
Oh,
no, hang on. No.
That's your best?
That can't be. No.
I'm going to say whoever the one on the right is. Yanette Garcia.
Oh, I'm now her fan.
Yanette Garcia.
Yeah, I'm
Damn.
Yanette. I'm Yanette. Kate, I'm disappointed. Was that?
How was it?
You sure
what
that's-
made you think that was...
You sure that's not her grandmother?
Who? I don't even know Kate Beckinsale. What's she in?
Oh, those werewolf movies.
I don't even recognise her, eh? I've heard the name, but I didn't know who she was. Are we scrolling for too long now?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Don't bite your tongue.
Of course Diddy pops up. What's
Yeah.
Diddy doing here? Fucking Diddy did it again.
Yeah, diddly, the diddler.
You type in and you get Diddy. Who's Yanette Garcia? I want to know who Yanette Garcia is now. Wow, we've gone creepy on this on this pod.
Oh, look, I might have to go back to J-Lo because she's hard to beat. But
Yanette Garcia. Where is she? Who is she?
I don't know.
Oh, is she that weather chick? Yes. Is that the weather chick?
Oh, yes. Oh, she's famous for her booty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's that weather girl.
Yes.
Yeah, it's her. Okay, yeah, I've seen plenty of those.
Yeah, no,
Yes.
absolutely. Oh,
Yanette Garcia.
yeah, know who she is.
Yep. Favorite bum in the world. Oh, she might have just made me a booty fan.
She's just topped my list.
Yanette Garcia, you're my new
Yeah, you
celebrity
just won our
crush.
vote.
Yep. Cheers. Cheers to connect.
Cheers to
Yanette Garcia. Are we gawking right now? Maybe this is what gawking is.
Yeah,
I think I just really gawked.
Yeah,
then.
I feel like a gawker.
Yeah.
It's a good word.
I like the
gawking.
word, but I'm going to use that a lot more often.
Yeah.
Talk about booty of the week. I'd rather talk about that a bit more.
Yeah.
But no, beef of the week. You know, like acronyms, like LOL and all that sort of stuff. You do it while texting and whatnot. When people say it out loud. So you might say something and then the person reacts like, lol. Shut up. Don't say lol. Just laugh out loud. You're not even laughing, but you got to say lol.
Yes.
Lol.
Yeah.
Shut up. That sounds so stupid.
Yeah.
That's it.
Are you finding...
Ruffle.
What does ruffle mean?
Rolling on floor laughing.
Are you finding...
LMAO.
What?
LMAO?
Oh, yes, laughing my effing ass off. Yes.
Oh, that's LMFAO, yeah.
Oh, what was the
LMAO is just without the F.
the
Yeah.
F. Okay.
Laughing my ass off.
Are
yeah.
you finding that these abbreviations are coming more from women or men?
I think it's more so women that'll say that, lol.
Oh, okay.
Oh my gosh, lol. Shut up.
Yeah,
Shut up.
Yeah, well, it's
Just laugh. Be normal.
it's like a dialect that is a representation of today's times. Yeah,
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
and maybe. Well, I would think in your world, that's your world.
Yeah, if you're typing, it's fine. Just don't. That stuff doesn't need to be a word. You're making a laughing sound.
Yeah.
Like, lol, just laugh.
Yeah. No, I have heard it. I do hear it. I hear it more from the ladies. Friends of my wife, actually. They'll say things like that. Lol,
Yeah.
and
So you say LOL in comments because you can't really express that you've laughed out loud. If I read or watch something and it makes me laugh out loud, I'm like, I lolled.
yeah.
But like, you don't need lol when you say it. You didn't actually laugh out loud. You said LOL.
When you hear someone do it, do you pull them up on it?
No. But
So
I
you-
never talk to them. No.
You never talk to them again.
But no, I just notice it every time. I wouldn't. It's probably not crazy beef because it doesn't really piss me off. But I just notice it every time. I'm like, why'd you do that? Maybe
Yeah.
no, it does. It does piss me off a bit.
Well, it's the voice of a generation. Like there's a voice of the new generation. My children, they've got this language. I had my daughter write out like about 20 odd words that they use, and I've never even heard of them. Like if something,
like your LOL, like that sort of stuff. What are you talking about?
Yeah, like no, but these are more words. They're not acronyms. So
Okay.
instead of saying that's excellent, they'll go, oh, Sigma.
Sigma.
Yeah.
Like spell it SIGMA, like the camera,
SIGMA. Hang on.
like the camera lenses.
Let me give you a few examples
Sigma.
because I had her write this out.
I know where that's come from. Oh, that's sick,
Where?
man.
Yeah, I think
That's sick, man.
Could be
Sigma.
could be.
Ah,
Hang
Sigma.
on.
Sigma.
Okay, let me. Yeah, here we go. Okay, so if something's crazy, like that's crazy, it's like that's Delulu.
Delulu.
Yeah, stylish.
I thought it was cray cray.
Instead of saying "Wow, that's stylish," you go "Ooh, drip." You look drip. Drip. If something's dramatic, it's like extra.
Oh,
And they
jeez.
do all that extra.
Yeah, when the hand movement comes in.
If something's true, they won't say, "Oh, true." They'll go, "Ooh, facts." You know,
Yeah, that's pretty normal.
or if something's really impressive, they'll look at it and go, "Oh, that ate, that ate." Right? If you're lying, they won't say they'll say lying. Like they won't say you're lying. They'll go, "Oh, no cap."
Oh yeah, cut the cap.
Oh, sorry.
You're talking cap.
Cap.
So I think that's come from crap. You're talking crap. Cut the cap.
Oh, does it? And then no cap is not lying, obviously.
No crap. Yeah, except got rid of the R for some reason.
Yeah. Best friend. Pookie. Hey, you're my Pookie.
Yeah, Pookies.
Pookie. Cool.
Hawk Two is the Pookie.
Yeah. So Sigma is cool. Not cool is skibbity. Oh, you're so skibbity.
Skibbity. I don't like that one.
Yeah, I know. So
I don't
skibbity.
like the skibbity sounds stupid. Skibbity doo da, skibbity yay. That's all I think of.
Yeah, why do you have to brag is why do you have to flex? I'm doing this because this is what they
flexing, yeah.
Flex?
You've not heard of flex?
If
That's just a flex.
Yeah, well, I have now.
Us wearing our fake Rolexes, it's just trying to flex.
That's the best $40.
Oh, you are wearing it too. Oh, I need to put mine out a bit more.
This is. I found this one. This is one.
Oh, it's a real Rolex. Show
It's
me your
actually-
watch.
it's
Show me
actually a
your
real
fucking
one.
watch. You've got a real Rolex?
No way.
Show me.
It's not a Rolex. It's a Tommy Hilfiger.
Ah.
Yeah,
It's got to be
watches
too.
It's got to be at least $50.
Ah, it's skibbity.
Skibbity. Yeah, exactly. Disgust. Eek. Average. Mid. Strange. Oh, strange. They use this word all the time. That's so strange. That's Ohio.
Ohio?
Yeah.
Because Ohio is a strange place?
Don't know. I have no idea. Annoyed. I'm pressed at you.
I've heard that.
Yeah. Charm. Riz. Amused. Oh, you're sending me because I'm amused. Upset, salty.
You know, saying all of this is probably helping a lot of people that have heard these words.
Oh, probably.
You're probably like helping everyone out.
Mums and dads out there that have children in this generation
This is what it means.
Yeah, exciting. Instead of saying, wow, that's exciting, they would say, wow, that's giving.
Oh, that sounds nice. That sounds appreciative.
I mean, they're all pretty nice, but it's like that.
Nah, skibbity's shit.
But I'm just saying.
Get rid of skibbity. That's so shit.
but
What's skibbity mean again?
But skibbity is, what is skibbity? It's not cool, man.
Yeah, skibbity is skibbity.
Yeah, skibbity.
Skibbity is absolutely skibbity. Get rid of skibbity, get rid of pookie. The rest I'm fine with.
Yeah, no, there's just an example that I'm showing you. Well, because, look, I'm older than you.
This stuff's not like recent, but like we've always had
true.
this stuff.
Yeah, I know, but back in my day, it was like, get real. Or,
No, like so growing up and you're like, oh, something was really cool. It's like, oh, that's sick. I'm sure our parents were like, what do you mean that's sick?
yeah.
That's sick, man.
Yeah. But again,
that's dope.
But then
He's got marijuana.
Yeah. But then
we had our own words.
for sure. And
What were yours?
And they're words, right? I guess your issue is if it's abbreviated, don't send out the abbreviation. It's annoying as hell.
Yeah.
So we say
What
else?
were your words back in the day?
Oh, stiff. Like we didn't use the word erection or hard on. It was stiffy.
Well,
I don't know why that come to mind.
It still like makes sense, but it's stiff.
My older brother's nickname was Stiffy because when we were kids, like
Stiff and stiffer.
really young, and we got up at Christmas morning, and we used to wear those long pajamas with the slit in the front for the toilet. And he woke up with a stiffy and didn't know. He walked out to get his presents and that, and we're all sitting there, and he had his stiffy was sticking out the front, and we cracked up obviously. And I went to school and told everybody. So that became his nickname for the rest of it. I still call him Stiff.
Well, while we're being creepy this episode, we may as well go all out. Is there more words for a doodle or a vajayjay? What's got more like nicknames?
Mum used to call mine Lucky. Hey, did you clean your Lucky?
Really? I've not heard that one. But which one's got more? Who's got more words for it? I'd say, dudes for sure.
I would have gone girls.
Really?
I would have thought girls would have more names for their private part for sure.
Okay, you roll through theirs. I'll go through the guys. Let's
some
count.
of them are really, really awful. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll beep them out.
Yeah, we'll beep them out.
It's just say. Okay, we'll start the C word. There you go. We've got rid of one.
The C word.
One.
Well, minge. Mound. V-dub bonnet was one.
What?
Like the bonnet of a V-dub. Yeah, the round bonnet.
Is that one?
That was
I
one.
haven't heard that.
Yeah. Just kids. Kids just being silly. Muffin. Moisty.
Nah, you're making shit up now. Moisty.
Yeah. And then we'd put them together. Moisty muffin.
Moisty?
Yeah.
Show us your moisty.
Yes.
Really? Was that a thing?
I think it's still a thing.
I've never heard of that.
I think it's still a thing.
That's skibbity.
Oh, it's so skibbity.
Well, you got vagina, cookie.
Oh, cookie. Yep. Oh, there's one we've got, but I can't say it. I feel it feels so bad to say it. But
Spell it out.
AXE. I'm not saying it.
Yeah, the wound.
No, I'm not saying it. No.
9.
Slit.
Ham wallet. Oh man, there's yes.
Hand wallet. That's a
ham wallet.
Oh, it's okay. Yeah, ham. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, look, there's
maybe there is more for the girls.
Yeah, there's more.
Guys,
More.
cock, dick,
Doodle.
penis, doodle,
Lahore.
schlong.
Yeah.
What do you say? Lahore.
Yeah, that's Polynesian. Hey, Lahore.
Oh, let's not talk about different languages. Just like the nicknames.
Well, that's
Lahore. Okay.
That's what I am. Can you say that again? Lahore. Gotta put
Lahore.
You gotta say it like a Polynesian name.
Anyway, we're moving on.
Yeah, okay. Oh, my beef. Oh. Okay. My beef, I feel, I have to say this. Look, we've lucky enough to buy a new car recently. But what is it with new car technology that they feel that by introducing it into these cars that it's going to change your life?
New car technology.
New car technology.
Okay.
I don't mind tech. I'm all about tech. I think it's wonderful. But when that technology makes the driving experience not only worse but unsafe, that's when it becomes.
What are we talking about?
Yeah, well, we recently bought a car, and
Congrats. That's a flex.
yeah, it's a flex.
See, you wanted to know what flex meant? That's a flex.
Yep.
We recently just
Like
bought a new car.
It's a Delulu car.
Something we do every now and then. We just buy new cars.
The car is totally Delulu,
Skibbity.
and it's very drip. And
What's wrong with the car, mate? What features does it have that it's making it worse?
I'll rattle off a few. One is it's got this ELK in it, electronic lane
Keep.
something. Yeah, it keeps the car in the lane, centered lane. But it's really quite dangerous. Like as soon as you get to either side, it pulls you right
If you
back.
don't have your indicator on and you start changing lane,
No, that's another one. That's the changing lane one. Even that's a problem because you might. I don't normally put on my blinker until I'm halfway across the lane.
well, the lane keeping one, then that's pretty good. That works fantastic.
No, it's not because the car it pulls you back in too hard. It's really quite dangerous.
Maybe that's just your car. My one's pretty good, and I would say it's definitely safe if you are starting to doze off at the wheel.
Yeah.
You're not going off the road. Our car sort of vibrates the steering wheel if you start hitting the lasers.
Yeah, no, I absolutely agree. We've got another car that has it as well, but it's a lot more subtle and it's not bad. But this one,
so it's not the tech, it's this car.
It's the sensitivity of it. And I don't know if we can change that or what, but it's just dangerous, right? It also has like the sensor beepers, and if you're backing out, it's beeping and there's nothing around you. But if you turn the beepers off, you're turning the cameras off and everything. It's the weirdest thing.
Really?
Yeah. It's odd.
See, I don't mean to flex.
Yeah. Go.
But yeah, our cars you can just turn the sound off and you can keep the
cameras on.
Really,
That annoys me. Yeah, and the other thing
shout
is
out your car then, the Tank 300. Don't get the Tank.
Yeah.
Really?
Yep. It also with the look.
I think it's just your car, man.
Well, even with the auto stop start, you've got to turn it off every time before you drive. I don't like my car stopping. It sets a traffic lights.
Cheap on petrol.
It's just rubbish. Just keep it going, and you got to. That's a bit annoying. I'm just comparing it to the older cars where we don't have any of that, and you don't have to worry about it. You can get in your car and drive. I'll also say, look, and the other thing is too, when we bought it, and this is only a few months ago, we weren't told about there's this app that you can download. I've only just worked that out. There's an app. So why didn't they tell us that there's an app that you can start the car and all this stuff? And the other thing
They
is
probably do. It's probably in all the books. It's probably on any video.
no, they
if you
didn't.
watch a review on it.
And then you open up this computer that's on your thing. There's steering modes, comfort modes, there's sport modes. There's all these modes that, why? Like, come on. At the end of the day, the difference between one to the other, you wouldn't even feel if you didn't know anything about it. And the other thing.
What, sports mode to comfort mode and stuff?
Yeah, you wouldn't know. You wouldn't know. And the other thing.
I beg to differ.
Nah, you wouldn't know. And the other thing is, connecting the tow bar, normally you connect it to the back of your car. This is like, you got to find its bum hole, like 2 foot under
You're
the
a bum
car.
guy. You love it. And go searching.
I am a bum guy, but you got to find this hole Like, that makes no sense to me. Have it at the back
What,
of
the hitch thing?
Yeah,
All the way under the car.
Your tow
Too
bar
far under.
connector.
Yeah, okay.
It's just ridiculous. I guess the point of my story is, you got to remember, I was brought up in cars.
So you love your new car then?
Yeah, I do love it, actually. It's quite amazing.
Oh, you do? Okay.
But all these things are annoying me. It's getting its first service in a couple of weeks, and I'm going to pull them up on it and say, look, maybe there's a software update I need to
These
look at.
poor mechanics. The poor mechanics, they're just trying to get by their day, doing the best they
way
can.
they can.
And you're just going to come bitching about the car that they had nothing to do in building?
I just want to know how I turn that stuff off permanently. Can I turn off the lane thing? And the other thing is, when you're driving, you know how it flashes to let you know there's a car coming from the inside? Just look. You don't need lights going off.
The blind spot monitor?
Yeah,
That's made for the blind spot. So for when you can't
just have
see.
a look. Just turn around and have a look. All I'm
Yeah, but
saying
that's
is
the point.
they're
There's a blind spot.
But there's so much going on with the on screen. There's so much going on.
Sounds like an old man problem, eh?
I just think
You're really
they've
starting to sound pretty old on this
let's
one.
just simplify cars. Why do they have to have all this? And if you don't read the manual 5 times over, certainly if the guy that sells it to you doesn't tell you about it, if you don't read the manual, you're never not going to know half of the shit it does.
Mate, I'm just going to be like the comments section right now, and I'm just going to say to you, if you don't like it, just don't get it.
But we weren't told about it. We just bought this car and they gave us the rundown. And
Well, that sounds like a you problem then.
it's
You
one of those
you didn't do your
things-
research.
No, it's one of those things that you don't know until you're driving it and you go, oh God, why
Did you test drive it?
Yes. I was drunk at the time though.
Skibbity.
Skibity.
Oh, did you have more to that, or was that?
No. I mean, there's more. I could go on and on, but that's enough. That's. Hey, look, there's probably a.
I'm glad you got love your new car.
But back in the day, old cars, there was no aircon. You'd have the little triangle window. You turn it in, you face it in. You didn't think back then.
remember doing these ones to get the window down?
Yeah. You didn't think how hard life was. You just got on with it. You'd be sweating in the back. One big long back seat, one big long front seat. You just got on with it, right? You put the car on drive, you go forward, put it in reverse, go back. Maybe I am maybe I am not moving with the times. And I think it's a big part of why people love collecting old cars. Like, they are simple. They break down. You can fix them up. You know, you're not connected to Big Brother like that. You know, the software connection. They know where you are all the time. They could probably access your cameras. You know what I mean? All of that Big Brother stuff. It's like, man, just give me a car that doesn't have anything like that.
Anyway, guys, we are going to wrap this episode up here. If you enjoyed this, please leave a like, subscribe down below, leave a comment. It's all we ask of you to help us support this journey on this podcast.
Don't forget to share.
Anyway, enjoy your Sunday. Happy 4 o'clock. We'll see you all next time. Oh, I stuffed it.
Hey!
Would have been such a good sign off too, and I messed it up.
Oh,
Messed it up.
that's okay.